guys, it's me, it's DG, and we are back. Excuse me for my, my avatar. No, wait, that's a Marathi word, and I don't mean to put any accent there, but excuse me for my looks. I was not supposed to stream right now. I was actually supposed to be asleep, I guess. But, wait, what? Fuck. What just happened here? Wait, the camera should be back on right now. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for considering. Actually, as I said, I was not supposed to stream, but here I am doing a watch along for the actual Grand Prix. It's been a while since we've done this. I think the last race I did a watch along for was the Imola Grand Prix. Pretty decent. A Max Verstappen win, and I dare say he has a chance today. A rocket ship he has underneath him. We'll see as the grid's being cleared right now, but wait, let me just... Yeah, I completely forgot this as well. Need to put myself here, put myself here. Can't afford to show you guys some things. Take this down a bit. Then I take this down a bit. Is it okay? It is most definitely. I have to increase size. No, but if I increase size, it doesn't go. So I have to decrease the size so it fits here. And wait, how? Guys, excuse me, but I think I'm gonna have to, put cropping filters here. Filter, edit filter, bottom 20. Does this work? It does work. Thank you so much. Yeah, hello, hello. Here I am. No, not this. I want to select the IV cam. Here I am. Again, where's the IV cam? Here's the IV cam. I need to... Well, guys, excuse me. I know I need to be more prepared. But, perhaps now? No, it's too much. Yep, this is perfect, I guess. Yeah, it is. So, hello, hello. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you. Excuse me, but here we are streaming the Grand Prix, and my aircon's broken for some reason because it's flipping hot in here. Can you guys hear me properly? I guess so you can, but right now we are here for the Belgian Grand Prix, and well, Max Verstappen was fastest in qualifying yesterday, as we saw. I don't know if you were here for my live stream yesterday, but turns out 3 years running he is going to serve a grid drop penalty as he's taken a new ICE this weekend. That's a 10 plus grid drop. So right now he's starting from P11. And well, Charles with an unexpected pole right now. Now obviously I cannot show you the screens because copyright. I don't want to get channel shadow banned. No, wait. I think you get channel banned for illegal live streaming. Yep. I don't want to get thrown in prison, so we'll just talk this through. And if you guys have another screen or if you guys can hear me somehow, huge appreciation for you guys right there. But formation lap, one of the longest formation, it is the longest circuit on the calendar, 7.004 kilometers. And well, yesterday we had wet running throughout the qualifying session and the practice session, but the practice session was a bit wetter than the qualifying session. Definitely an interesting one, and well, it's Max Verstappen's home ground, quite literally, because he's half Belgian. No, Lando Norris is half Belgian. Max Verstappen is no, I think Max Verstappen is Belgian too. I'm not quite sure, but he's so close to his home that the line is just next to the country basically. But right now I'm blabbing on as the drivers are making their way. Huge surprise, by the way. Sergio Checo Perez was up there in Q3. Definitely got into Q3 by just 0.001 or 3 seconds. But yeah, he made it count. He did knock out Alex Albon and he made it count. Front row start, I guess. Lewis said that if he had new tires, he could have been on pole. Norris was disappointed with his performance, but that's a weak up. And wait, that's a weak up going slow. I don't understand. What? Let me just listen to the commentary.
Slightly different. It's a risk versus
Oh,
reward balance as usual, but this circuit is easier than most.
he just fell short. Like, I mean, I just saw a big gap there between other drivers and the V car. But I guess the last car is making its way into the grid box, and we are about to go. The green flag is being waved right here. The five lights are on. It lights out and away we go. They were on for quite some time there. And Lewis already alongside Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc gets a clean start. Lewis Hamilton on Sergio Perez. They're going wheel to wheel towards the first corner. Almost tags the back there of Charles Leclerc. And they are still wheel to wheel. The Mercedes and Red Bull with the Mercedes ahead of the Red Bull going through a route. So there's Charles Leclerc ahead of Lewis Hamilton, ahead of Sergio Perez, and ahead of Oscar Piastri. Norris is down to 7th place. I don't know why. Here comes Sergio Perez alongside wheel to wheel right now on the Camel Straight. But somehow Lewis manages to defend against the Red Bull and Charles leads. Someone's off, someone's off. George Russell is off. And I don't know, he just slots back in 5th place, but someone was off there. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. I got carried away for a bit there, but excellent start from Lewis. Almost stopped the pack of Charles Leclerc, but managed to keep it going. And yeah, P2. Let's go. A brilliant defense on the Camel Straight as well. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen is just overtaken, and he's just overtook Esteban Ocon. Sorry, my bad. But definitely interesting. The restart a bit chaotic. I need to see how Norris is down to 7th and how is Russell up into 5th. Worrying, kinda. And you guys can see it here, right? Wait, no one's smoking. It's just I just felt like someone was smoking there, but turns out it's just exhaust.
Downforce on that Red Bull. He's got a lot more than the Williams. He's going to sweep all the way around the outside.
Max Verstappen on Alexander Albon gets up into 9th place. And Max Verstappen is making his way up the grid like he always does each and every single Grand Prix. But I think Mercedes and the Ferraris and McLaren should, give him a challenge. And even his teammate. Checo shouldn't move for Verstappen. He should fight it out. But yeah, beautiful track. This one going through our route right now. We have a fight brewing between the Kick Sauber team and Verstappen is making a move on Alonso. As a matter of fact, he has made a move on Alonso. I actually saw it here, and then I saw it on the broadcast. But oh, McLaren's off once again. Now we're gonna hear some radio calls, angry radio calls. But should we listen to Lewis Hamilton's radio?
I've had contact.
So he did tap the back of Charles Leclerc, maybe?
Don't tell me the countdown 4, 3, 2, 1. Just give me 5 seconds and that's it.
10 seconds.
Oh, no radio calls at the moment. But Norris was off there, and Russell was off there at the start, and no idea. I don't know how it happened actually. But here we have Lewis Hamilton easing it, and he is into that crucial DRS zone of Mr. Charles Leclerc. That's 0.777 seconds. There's a reason for that, and I need to fix my hair, but how do I do that on stream? I don't know. But yeah, the weather looks good. The racing is good. The only man I'm scared right now of is Max Verstappen. It's great circuit for overtaking, lots of opportunities for Max, and well, Lewis is so close to the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc there, the two future teammates going through our rouge right now. Remember, the DRS opens after 1 lap, not like 3 laps it was in the past. But here goes Lewis Hamilton. DRS will be open right now. They are going wheel to wheel. Charles and Mercedes, and the Mercedes is comfortably ahead of Charles Leclerc. Let's go. Lewis leads the Belgian Grand Prix. But for how long, we are about to find out. And this is, by the way, 184th Grand Prix that Mercedes have ever led. In the hybrid era, I guess, I'm not sure. But yeah, Lewis leads, and the gap is just 0.6 seconds. That is 6 tenths. But yeah, but see the fight here. It's interesting. This fight here, Norris and Verstappen. They are so close right now. Oh, so close. Going to Fuon right now. Am I pronouncing it right? Fuon. Not quite sure, but just, I don't know how this race is gonna pan out because Charles, Checo, Lewis, fuck, even Verstappen is in there for a fight because damn, he's flying this weekend. FP1, FP3, qualifying sessions dropping 6 tons, and that's a kick Sauber going slowly. I'm not mistaken this time. There's a white flag being waved. Guan Yu Zhou is slow. Guan Yu Zhou, let's listen to his radio.
Cutting on the engine, man.
How we going? I'm looking.
Guys. He's not losing
Hydraulic failure for Guan Yu Zhou, and he is out of the race. First DNF here at Spa on lap 4 of 44. Lewis Hamilton with the new fastest lap, and going into turn 1, that DRS gap was above 1 seconds. But I think the detection zone is just before Rouge, if I'm not wrong. And Lewis is just barely ahead of that DRS margin that he needs to. The 1 second, the gap is wow. 1 second, I think they went through the DRS zone. Does he have the DRS open? I'm trying to see on his onboard cam, but I have no luck. Norris and Verstappen. What's the gap between Norris and Sainz? 8 tenths. Norris has the DRS for his defense as well. This top 8 is brilliant. I'd say top 9, but Alonso doesn't have that car. But talent-wise, top 9 is impeccable right now at the moment. There's no greater talent than the top 9 we have right now. And not in said order, but Lewis, Max, Charles, Norris, Russell. Brilliant. Jay Gandhi, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live stream. Interesting racing we have going on here. We are on lap 4 of 44, so that's, I guess, almost 10th of a way, and we are 10% of the way done. Hamilton is just doing, I'd rather not comment. I don't want to jinx that man. Come on, I'd say Max Verstappen is doing very well. Started P11, already P8, but the gap from P11 to P8 was always going to be easier. Let's not talk about Lewis. Let's talk about Max. Okay to continue. So Joe is okay to continue, and he is what? A minute behind? So that is 82 seconds. Yep, that is a minute and 12 seconds behind Mr. Hamilton here. The lap times here in tries are 150-ish around. I'd say 148, 149s, but damn, Lewis is definitely driving a good race. And the last time I saw Lewis race around here in the top 3 was 22, when he had that crash with Alonso on the first lap. Then he retired. Then 2021 we had no racing, and of course in 2020 mighty W11 underneath it. It's just that car, man. W11 strikes fear into his opponents, and there's a Red Bull ahead of McLaren. But what McLaren is that? Oh, Oscar Piastri has got up behind Sergio Perez. Well, I'd say no, because those fights never actually last long. Because either Verstappen has a fast car, Lewis lets him by, or they crash. Like, I've never actually seen them race wheel to wheel and survive without complaining or anything. But Checo on the restart tried to cover off Lewis, but he said he had some contact. Checo is gonna argue he was run off there in P1. Let's see, we are riding on rear wheel of Charles Leclerc, and he came close, and oh so close to the contact. Yeah, Red Bull had a good car. They had two good cars for the 2022 and 23 season, which were developed by Adrian Newey. But as we saw in Imola, after Imola, I guess, Adrian Newey actually decided to leave the team. And since then, well, we've seen the Red Bull results, right? Norris pick up a win. Yeah, he did leave. So that's why the development is not as good as they'd say. Max was pissed with the upgrades and all, but it's brilliant right now. Lewis is leading, and I actually wanted. Oh, here comes the. No, okay, so sorry, my bad. It was a replay being shown, but yeah, I actually wanted to stream during the Silverstone GP, but I had my nephew's naming ceremony to attend. I couldn't, but I just want to celebrate a certain something on live stream. I'd rather not jinx it. One winning prize, yeah, I did see. It's our first medal, right? If I'm not wrong, in the Olympics, and I guess it is our first medal, India's first medal in shooting in the last 12 years at the Olympics. So just bow down. Nothing but gratefulness. I mean, wait, Lewis's radio. Something is moving down by my legs, though. This is never a good sign. What is it? Is something broken?
Lewis Hamilton on the drivers' parade earlier on was recalling the great back.
Bro, she just missed silver by point one, I guess? I'm not sure, cause yeah, I was watching it, and yeah, I think she missed by point one. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Silver medal. Ah, it hurts. No, it does not hurt. We have a medal at the Olympics in shooting you know, for the first time in 12 years, and that's a big, big victory for us. Let's go. Right, we are here on lap 7 of lap 44. Let's get back to F1. And the reason I got back to F1 was, a matter of fact, lap 7. There's always a reason for 7. I have to. But it's so great these last few months. I'm just see, look, Red Bull are less competitive, so we are great at F1, Silverstone, Austria, the Max Lando Kalish, then Hungary, then we had our T20 World Cup win, then we had Euros, now we have Olympics. It's like so sorted. I'm jinxing Hamilton is going to lose. He will come fourth or fifth. Fourth? No, I think a podium finish should definitely be realistic, sorry, in my opinion. I'll try and jinx him. How do I jinx him? Lewis will crash out. No, he has some problems, right? In between his legs, so he will retire. Mechanical failure for Lewis Hamilton. I am calling it right now, but that gap is decent if you can see it on your screen. 1.7 seconds. That's a big dub. It is, and the good news is Verstappen is still stuck behind Norris. So there's a DRS train forming behind everyone actually. So from P1 to P8 is just 8 seconds. So technically everyone has DRS except Charles. Yeah, Lewis will mess up. I'll say that. Lewis will mess up. Lewis is going to lose this Grand Prix. Max Verstappen will win it by 20 seconds. I'm calling it now. Fuck it. Okay. I just need my Jinx to works. Please. Jinx to works. What was I? Oh, fuck. I forgot to bring my water bottle from the other side of the bed. Fuck me. Guys, I just. I always look here. I always look at P1, and yes, Guan Yu Zhou has retired on lap 5. So we have our first DNF of the Grand Prix. Hopefully, last. Yeah, you sound like Max. Like if you just look up Max hydration radio or something, you'd see that in 2020 at the 70th anniversary Grand Prix, I think he asks his race engineer to hydrate. He asks like, "Did you hydrate? Make sure you drink a lot of water or something." But yeah, I'll just get my water bottle. Thank you. My water bottle actually brings up some sad memories for me because I remember I bought this water bottle a year ago now almost during the Cricket World Cup 2023 because because of the blue color and it hurts. need to change my water bottle, I guess. Right, Science is chasing, sorry, Russell is chasing Science. Same, the 2 liter one or the bigger one? Because I think my sister has like the 4 liter jar. I think it is 4 liters. Oh, George went wide here. Oh, that weird ass turn 7. No, it's the turn 8, but 2 liters small one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually looking to get a bigger one because to refill the water bottle, I have to climb, I have to go down, and it's just annoying after a point because the larger water bottle I have, the larger amounts of water I drink. So, but the 4 liter one, nah, it's be hydrated. Okay, Max, I'll be hydrated. Wait, I'll drink water again for your sake. And when I have to plan A or B, what do you think? Pastry, I think A. So I'll drink water, Jay. I'll drink water, Max. And when I have to go and pee, and if something happens here, I'm gonna blame you. We're on lap 9 already. Why does the Belgian Grand Prix feels like it's going by so fast? Hungary just wasn't getting over for me. Like, you know, in Hungary, we had so much chaos with the McLarens and Max Verstappen Lewis fight. Max Verstappen ranting over the radio, but still, that felt like a long Grand Prix. It's the same distance, 300 kilometers and something. Still, Australia, not Australia. Austria is pretty easy. I can actually draw it. It's just easy to draw. I mean, tires are still okay. The rears are definitely dropping, says Lewis Hamilton. Lewis saying tires are okay is out of this world. That guy never says. He just goes with tires are dead, Bono. I like big track with less turns. Yeah, so it definitely like Spa. It is one of the longest tracks, and but not many turns, right? You see, there's the first corner, second corner is flat out. Then you have Eau Rouge. It's a world famous corner. Then next 2 corners of Bro, it's easy. I think you should just take a look at Spa. Everyone falls in love here. Ooh, Lando Norris tried to use the gravel thing. He just went into gravel. Some dust rose up in the air, and Max Verstappen avoided it. That was good from Max. But what is Piastri doing? The gap between Piastri and Checo is 1.5. It's not good. Sainz still has DRS from Russell, and Russell now does not have DRS from Piastri. But meanwhile, the gap ahead is good. But wait, I don't know if I should be happy or sad because Hamilton is leading the Grand Prix, yes. But uh, as you can see here, maybe look, he does not have DRS. He might get DRS. He has DRS. He has DRS, and he has DRS. Then don't think we care about the bottom people that much. But yeah, this fight here, see, Lewis is leading the race. I'm very much happy. But he's going to Ferrari, and if Ferrari can't compete with Mercedes, it's gonna hurt. Oh, well, someone's in. Verstappen is in for a pit stop. Box says GP, and Russell and Verstappen are in the pit lane.
Expecting 2 at the start of this one. High pressure for all of the crews in the pit lane. Mercedes have delivered.
Mercedes with a 2.3, that's a miracle, and Verstappen with a 2.7. That's okay, but still. From bottom, I only support Nico. Yeah, Nico is GOAT. K-Mag is GOAT. I support Daniel Rick, bro. Come on. Daniel Ricciardo, how can you not support that man?
Let's play the Italy within the medium speed.
I did not understand what Checo just said. I'm not gonna bother with, trying to understand it. But Russell moves ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Now, the undercut here at Spa is definitely good, I'd say. It works, but it's not like Bahrain or something where the undercut is guaranteed to work. You have to make it work. So yesterday, Mercedes were struggling with. You don't like Daniel Rick? Why? Like, not supporting him is one thing, but not liking him is totally a different thing. Why do you not like that man? That man is so cool. Yeah, irritating. No, that man is the funniest man on the grid. Hamilton box. Hamilton is coming in, and right now Verstappen is fighting Yuki Tsunoda, potentially his future teammate. And Piastri is following Lewis behind now. Mercedes. भगवान का दिया हुआ दौलत है शौहरत है इज्जत है. I'm gonna say it in Hindi. He should be serious. Well, wait, do you like Max? If you do like Max, your Max is sim racing, virtually 2.6 for Hamilton. That's arguably a bit slow, but he's virtually racing for 3 at 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, Perez with 2.2 and Piastri with just 2 seconds. Wow. But Russell has jumped Piastri in the pit stops. See, I told you the undercut works here.
Tsunoda, Russell checks the mirrors, the McLaren is...
And the McLaren is right behind him, as the commentator is saying. Well, Daniel Rick is a great driver too. A great overtaker. Last of the late breakers, he's called. Piastri gets back ahead of George Russell, but who was in fourth? Okay, Piastri was in fourth. Sorry, so right now it's a Ferrari 1-2, but Sainz is yet to pit. Sainz is on harder tires, so I think he'll go up into lap 15ish. His pit window opens, in my opinion, or a bit later too. But definitely undercut works, and we are going to see how much of a gap can Lewis make over Leclerc from France. No, he's not from France. He's from Monaco. His home race, he won it this year.
Undercut, let's go long.
If we are getting undercut, let's go long, says Mr. Charles Leclerc. And I don't know how do I feel about that, cause wait, let's see his lap time. So Leclerc's lap okay, he's just boxed in. What?
All together, race leader into the pit, Charles Leclerc wanted to go.
Charles said he wanted to go long and he is in for a pit stop. I do not understand why. That's a fast stop. 2.4, great for Ferrari. And Red Bull is free from the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso as he dives in the pit lane. Lewis right now is fourth, and the 3 drivers ahead of him are yet to pit. The gap between Lewis and Leclerc is 1.4, so that gap has definitely decreased. Has it? Yep, it has by half a second, and I think I know where those half second came from. Yeah, I did answer your question, right? He's from Monaco. Yeah. Say actually, everyone was saying the same thing. He's not from France. He's from Monaco, but he's the French pride, I'd say, because Monaco was a part of France, and it like the language, the national language that they have is French, so it would make sense for Charles to, get the Olympic flame. Yeah, it's not unfair in my opinion, and it's also because he just recently won the Monaco Grand Prix. In it, France don't have a race anymore, so technically France's closest thing to home race is Monaco, and their closest racing driver, well, they had French racing driver, but they chose to go with Charles. No, we have 2 French drivers. We have Pierre Gasly. Where is he? Where's Gasly? Gasman, where are you? See, we have 15 and Ocon. We have the French team, Alpine. We have French drivers, Gasly and Ocon, and their non-executive advisor or something, Alain Prost. He was French too. Senna's greatest driver, 4-time world champion. But here goes Max Verstappen for the overtake, and we are yet to see. I think Norris should have pitted. They're letting themselves get the undercut from Max Verstappen, and this is going to be crucial few laps for Norris and Verstappen. If Verstappen is released from, say, Norris, I'd say, It is no from signs. I'd say it's over for us. Verstappen is just gonna run away with it. But the gap between Charles and Hamilton is too close for my liking. It was 2 point. It was exactly 2 seconds when Lewis went into pits for undercut, and Leclerc somehow prevented the undercut. The gap stays the same. 1.4 is definitely great. The gap between. Okay, so Verstappen is comfortably ahead of Lando Norris. The pit stop lost time is 18 seconds, and Norris is just 14 seconds ahead of Verstappen. So that would mean if Norris were to stop now, he'd be 4 seconds behind Verstappen. Remember, when Verstappen went into the pits, he was just 6 tenths behind Norris.
Pace, please. 100% pace.
So he's just been told to push, but I don't reckon he can gain 4 seconds on a used set of medium tires around Spa. What are the temperatures? So the track temp is 42.6 degrees. Now that's hot. That is definitely hot. And this is the ideal line, the racing line here is 7.004 kilometers, but you're not taking the ideal line every single time, so you do gain a few extra meters here and there. And well, he was in the DRS zone of who was ahead of him? Sainz, I guess. So if he was getting DRS from Sainz, so he was getting dirty air from Sainz. That will damage Lando Norris's tires as well. I think it's impossible to just pull 4 seconds on a flying Verstappen. But right now, Russell has to defend for his life, because the gap between Russell and Verstappen is just 8 tenths as they make their way through Eau Rouge. Lewis comfortably leading the race, but net leading the race, because Sainz and Norris are yet to pit. Stroll's radio, straight line speed is a fucking joke, says the billionaire's son, Lance Stroll. Here go the Williams on the weak up. Alexander Albon gaining. He overtake? Who did overtake? Who overtook who? What just happened? Who overtook who? I'm just getting used to my new headphones. Sometimes it hurts my ear. Oh, Sainz was in the gravel there on this lap. I saw it on his onboard. That show it in the replays, I guess, but yeah, it was green flag. That's why the yellow flags were out. Yeah, Albon was in Red Bull for half of 2019 season and 2020 complete season. So for 1.5 season, he was driving for Red Bull, but in 21 they signed Checo. In 2020, they started off with Pierre Gasly. He was dropped mid-season. No, even I thought the same thing, but actually the Williams was going for a move on week up. At first I thought it was Williams versus Williams, but no, it was, I think, Yuki Tsunoda against the Williams of Alexander Albon. Right, Norris is in for a pit stop, and 2.3 is definitely cool. 5 seconds, 4 tenths faster than Mr. And Norris is in pits. You'll see it here too, right? Here. Here. Pit out. Right now it's coming out behind Verstappen. Yes, he is. What, 6 seconds behind Mr. Verstappen? Cause he didn't pit right at the first round of pit stops, and like there's literally a rule that you have to use 2 different tire compounds in a race. So like soft, medium, hards, you have to use 2 of those compulsorily. So they started off on mediums, and now he's gone on to hards. Potentially a 1 stop. It has to be. Oh, Carlos Sainz, yeah, the same mistake he made. A good catch, but he was completely into the gravel. I'd say he was lucky to keep going there. So Norris comes in for a pit stop, and it was again a bad strategy from McLaren, yes, because everyone knows undercut works here, and as soon as they saw Verstappen peel in, they should have brought Mr. Norris in immediately, like Ferraris did with Lewis. Hamilton will take lead soon. He's bound to. Technically, he is leading the race because Sainz has to pit. So, yeah, it'll be like 12 seconds ahead of not even 12. He'll be 12 seconds ahead of.
Fernando, we are going to try and undercut Carlos. We think it'll happen for free, but we want to do that. Then we'll worry about it.
Oh, so McLaren are covering Carlos Sainz, which technically should be possible because he was getting the DRS from him. So I think definitely undercutting Carlos is a thing here, and Lewis will be leading this race by 12. No, by 1.4 seconds. Yes, but leading Carlos Sainz by 12 seconds. No, Lance. We have Lance Stroll, Lando Norris. What does Lando Norris say?
Fernando, we are going to try and undercut Carlos.
Yeah, nothing from Lewis's side. I mean, you do get transcriptions here, and those are some little changes as you can see. And green 3 position 2. I think we should try to get them made. What do you think? Have a go! So Verstappen is going in for a move, I guess. He's just been freed by Red Bull to use his tires and have a go at Russell. But as I was saying here, yeah, you do get the transcriptions, but where can I find tire made? This is supposed to be made. This is AI transcriptions, obviously not that good. But small radio calls are here, and bigger major ones, they show up here. Listen to Verstappen.
I think I tried to get them, mate. What do you think? Have a go.
Verstappen is just being freed from Red Bull. You can use your tires, push.
No, Carlos has stayed out. We've already got the gap. So the opportunity here is to pass the cars who we've got a tyre advantage over.
I wonder if that is Max to GP saying, can I just keep it pinned through Eau Rouge a couple of times and see if I can carry that speed up the Kemmel Straight and put pressure on Russell now, at the risk of some plank wear?
Well, if he's going to do that, the plank is going to take a beating on the next lap because he's right in position.
Yep. Right now, Russell is stuck between the Red Bull sandwich. As you can see, 5th is Perez and 7th is Max Verstappen. Russell is stuck between the two drivers and they are making their way through Eau Rouge right now. And if Verstappen, he takes the usual line. I don't think he overcooked there or something. But yeah, DRS is quite powerful on the Red Bull as we've been seeing for the last 3 seasons, and it has no use right now as well. Russell was actually faster on the last lap by 300ths of a second. Doesn't change a thing. Is my stream on? Because right now all my onboards are stuck. They are dead right now. Russell is a good teammate. Nah, I debate. Debatable. Because he takes shots at Lewis, some unnecessary shots, and then he's like, tell Lewis to move, I'm faster. We are both racing here. Like, yeah, it's just, well, see, look, he is a good driver, but a teammate, you can't be a good teammate in F1, right? Like, for example, Lando Norris was a good teammate last race. He moved for his teammate, gave him the race win. But normally, as a world champion, you should think that, oh, these are 7 points, and even a single point is half a point is no. Hamilton is a good teammate because look, he is good, but when the opportunity arises, when he's told to move aside, your teammate is faster, he does move aside. But like Lando whines a lot, Russell whines a lot to do the same thing. He eventually does. Cannot be a good teammate in F1. You need to have that champion attitude. No, I'm faster than my teammate. I'm going to stay ahead. I'm your lead driver. I need all the strategy preferences you can give me and I will win you the world championship. This is what your mindset should be. So Lando Norris, if he was going to give the place back initially last weekend, should have done it much quicker, let Oscar Piastri build a lead and then catch up, fight it out, win or P2, either ways. But McLaren were literally begging Lando Norris to move aside. Please do it, mate. It's going to be awkward. And no, you've proved your point in what? Hamilton will retire when he wins his 8th world title, in my opinion, like Nico Rosberg did. Win it and end it on a high. And depends on his cars also, right? So if he was young, I think he would have liked to develop a car. It will happen. Ferrari, he will enter Ferrari's title run. Remember, the last time Ferrari won a World Drivers' Championship, it was in 2000 and 2007 when Hamilton actually lost the title by a single point to Mr. Kimi Raikkonen. जब तक Max say he won't. Look, you know, a risky bet right now. A rumor, not a rumor, but a prediction by a long shot. Potentially a false prediction, but Max Verstappen might leave the sport sooner than Lewis Hamilton because I can see Lewis racing for 3 more years, I'd say, until he's 42 or 43 or even 44 if he stretches it out. And Verstappen has often teased that he will leave the sport because Verstappen has won it all, right? He's won races, he's a 3 time world champion, he'll be a 4 time world champion this year. No one's taken that from Max. Then he's like, when I'm in my prime, I want to explore other opportunities as well. So I think he'll move to endurance racing and whatnot. No, you won't. Max Verstappen so does not deserve. I don't know what he deserves and what he does not deserve, but I know what he deserves is giving up the 2021 World Championship. He did not win it fair. Max Verstappen is not in the GOAT debate just yet. Look, he does have more race wins than probably Senna. I mean, he has most wins than Sebastian Vettel. Third, he's third in the rankings. But look, in the olden days when the greats were racing, Jim Clark, Ayrton Senna, and Prost, there used to be 10, 11, 7, 6 races per year. How are you going to rack up numbers? Even Verstappen says the same thing that we have more number of races, so race wins don't matter. What matters is how you handle the pressure. In 2021, when Lewis won 3 races in a row in the final 4 races, Verstappen crumbled under that pressure. And now that he does not have a fast car, we saw in Hungary how grumpy he was, how cranky he was on the radio. For me, the GOAT debate is Senna, Clark, Schumacher, dude. I'll tell you what happened. Meanwhile, the races. Let me just take a look at the races. Is there anything interesting going on? No, Verstappen is still behind Russell. Hopefully, overtakes. But look, what happened is you start on equal points. We reach to lap 54 of the Grand Prix, and on lap 54, Latifi crashes. Wait, Russell is trying to make a move on Sergio Perez, and he does it. George Russell is up into 4th place. That is a net P3, I'd say. No, that is a net P4. Yes, it is, because I inspected. My bad. So, yeah, he is in 4th position. But look, what happened is on lap 54, Latifi crashed. A safety car came out. Cool. Now, Red Bull went aggressive. Red Bull went aggressive and they brought in Max Verstappen for a newer tire, that is a soft. Good overtake over the Red Bulls. Now, I can guarantee you Perez will be told to just, move for Max Verstappen, but I don't think he should. He should fight it out. But yeah, the safety car comes in, Max Verstappen is brought in, and the racing order you have right now in 2021 is Hamilton. Then there are 3 cars behind Hamilton. Those are the lapped cars. So I guess I don't remember the positions, but it was Danny Rick, Norris, and some players, some drivers, and behind him was Max Verstappen. So there were 3 cars in between Verstappen and Hamilton. So at first, race director Michael Massey says, okay, lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake the safety cars. So when the safety car light goes out, the 3 cars will move aside and Verstappen will go in. But that is when the safety car lights go out, when the racing starts. And the racing was supposed to start on the last lap, right? There's a controversy over that too, but so you have 3 cars to gain. That is difficult over the last lap. That move just wouldn't have been possible. But as soon as this direction came out, 20 seconds later, Michael Massey has said, no, wait, the lapped cars will be allowed to overtake the safety cars. Now, okay, I don't mind doing that. I can see how you make a mistake. But if you are allowing the lap cars to overtake, why not let the lap cars behind your top two drivers too? Like, I get it. There are three lap cars behind Hamilton, but there are more lap cars behind many other drivers, right? You have to let them pass as well. But no, what he did is just for entertainment, he ruined the sport. He just let those three cars behind Lewis get by the safety car, which brought Max and Lewis together. And then there was a tire difference, and it was pretty much job done for Verstappen. Equal racing, fair move. Look, nothing against Max. Max deserves the world title there. He drove that season, flawlessly. I have nothing against Max, but the way he won it, it was Lewis's race from the get-go. We are very slow on the straight, says Sergio Perez. Well, indeed, mate. That Mercedes was true. We'll take a look at the timing screens as well, for the top speed screens as well. But so this is what happened in 2021. For pure entertainment, Michael Massey ruined the sport. And the reason why the team to race director radio message are not broadcasted is because Christian Horner said that Cristiano said to Michael Massey that, Michael, one lap is all we need. We just need one lap. Let's go racing. And what? Guess what? The race restarted for just that one lap. And then when Verstappen overtook Lewis, Lewis said on the radio that this is being manipulated, man. And that was bleeped out. I have the video recording of that. That was bleeped out on the real-time broadcast. Then Toto goes on to the radio to Michael Massey says, Michael, that was so not right. You have to reinstate the rap before, which is true. You have to. Well, it's just not me, crime. Hamilton was doing good. It's not luck. It's straight up manipulation there from FIA, just for entertainment. It's not. I'm not a judge here. 3 months later, this case goes to FIA and to the court, I think, and FIA deems this as a human error. Michael Massey he resigns, but technically he is fired from his job because of a human error. You took a record-breaking world championship from Lewis Hamilton. This is what happened. FIA accepts that mistake. And the reason I praise Red Bull is because if this sort of thing had happened to Red Bull, Cristiano would be pissed. He would be crying all the time on the radio. He would be doing interviews and whatnot. But Toto, it was just normal. He was partying. I mean, that's not wrong. They, they've just won the world title with the team, but the drivers' world title, they lost. I don't complain. Fuck, that is infuriating. Like, this is a sporting event. This is about sports. You should let at last which time in the name will come good Maxi. Hamilton is too good. And look, if Verstappen had won it from the get-go, he deserved the world title, right? I don't mind. But no matter the outcome, that race was Lewis Hamilton's race. Lewis Hamilton, it doesn't matter that Lewis Hamilton winning the race would have won him the world championship. Even if it didn't, let's say Max Verstappen had sealed the title in Mexico 3 or 4 races ago, and this was just for the race win, it was unfair for Lewis. That in the end, it's not about world champions, it's about the race, and a race win is a race win. A point is a point. You're just taking away points for entertainment. Just label it as WWE, right? World Wrestling Entertainment rather than Federation. This is not sport, this is entertainment. But now they've changed the rule. Now they've said that you cannot select which cars are allowed to overtake the safety cars. You have to let all the cars by. But here goes VCARB on another VCARB, is it? No, it's the Williams. I always get confused with these two cars. And, well, great defense there from Mr. Logan Sargent against Yuki Tsunoda. It was good defense. It was, so close and so unfair. It was so unfair. Like, you can see, last weekend you saw how Red Bull reacted, how Max Verstappen reacted on the radio, and you just see the post credits. I mean, what happened after the race in Abu Dhabi. I watch it live. Fortunate enough, Lewis graciously doing interviews, graciously congratulating Max, Lewis's dad going over to Max and his dad congratulating them, then sharing the podium. Well, Saudi Arabia 2021. Verstappen didn't like Stewart's decision on the podium. He didn't celebrate. Hamilton celebrated the podium. He accepted his unfair defeat graciously. Now that is what many drivers like, and that is what I love about Lewis. See, agreed. Max is sometimes too arrogant, but too well, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I said about him sim racing at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is wrong. But don't get me wrong, I attacked Max Verstappen because it was my responsibility. Yeah, बस नाम के लिए किया वो, but if you're doing it on track, it doesn't matter what you do off track. Real Verstappen has two faces. On the track, he is ruthless, and off the track, he's just a cat dad dog. He's just Uchi Kuchi Ku Max Verstappen, and on the radio, he's like, "Fuck you, bitch! Move aside! It's my turn to win." This is Max Verstappen's duality. Well, someone's coming in. Who is coming in? I heard someone say box box. Is someone coming in? Wait, we'll listen to Lewis's radio.
Okay, Lewis, it'll be 20 laps when you cross the line, and that is the distance that Sainz went on the hard tyre.
But
we'll just keep closing this gap to Piastri.
Leclerc's coming in for a two-stop. Why? Why? Why do you try a two-stop here? No. What tires was Leclerc on? I need to wait. What tires was he on? So Leclerc was on. He was in medium and hards. So he was on hard tires. He pitted a lap or two later than Lewis, and Ferrari have brought him in. Why? No, driver cannot send messages to other teammate. Like let's say I'm a race engineer, you are the driver, right? So you can tell me to tell the other driver to just move aside or something. But basically, you can tell your race engineer. You can communicate with only your race engineer. Manager? Technically you can, yes. So that is what Russell and Lando Norris do as well, right? Russell says, "Okay, I'm faster. Tell Lewis to move aside." Then his race engineer tells the team discuss it, and then the team makes a decision, and then it is told to Bono, who is Lewis's race engineer, to tell Hamilton that to move aside. Hamilton is coming in. That is interesting. So Hamilton is not like the tires. Okay. Russell's radio. Yeah, I'm in huge favor of one stop.
So George Russell asking the team to consider extending. Lewis Hamilton coming in for a vital stop, the race leader.
Mercedes pit crew, the camera has been just turned. How long was he stationary for? 2.4. That's a good stop. That's a good stop. But this is crucial here. The undercut works. We are going to see Leclerc. It's going to be oh so close. And the Ferrari. The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc is behind of Lewis Hamilton. Let's go. It's a Ferrari sandwich for Mr. Hamilton. The man whose seat he is taking, Carlos Sainz, is ahead. Probably did not like the tires. I think a two-stop is standard around here. This time around, you can do a two-stop here. You have to do a two-stop here to make the tires last. Because if you just pour out the tires, you are slow and you can get a puncture. So they pitted now. And Hamilton is ahead of Charles Leclerc by 2.4 seconds. How long was Leclerc stationary for? I need to figure that out. But now Russell has just said we should go for the one stop. Now one stop means Russell wants, okay, I can finish the race here. Now the disadvantage of that is drivers behind you who will go for the two stop have better tires, newer tires, better rubber compound, so hence they have more grip, resulting in them being faster. But since they pitted, there's that time frame which they have to cover up. So definitely interesting, but the big question here is, can George Russell go to the end of the race on this tire compound? 18 laps left. Is tires enough or one more pit? No, this should be fine. I think two stop is more than enough for the race. We rarely see a three stop. Like the last 3 stop race we saw was Qatar. It was mandatory to pit 3 times because of the tire wear, but not this time around. And Piastri has just set a fastest lap of the race. So drivers from here can go on to, see, look, these drivers can try for a one stop, but the likes of Lewis, Charles, they have newer tires, as you can see, just 1 lap, 2 lap old, and compared to their 16 lap old hard tires, 17 lap old hard tires, they have to make it last. Yeah, same in it, but he's just told his team to think about it. He's just told Mercedes to think about the one stop. What is the gap between? So you remove 5 seconds. So the gap between Russell and Lewis is 7 seconds, and I think this is definitely possible to catch up. One stop is difficult to go. Depends on if Verstappen are doing it. If Verstappen is doing it, more than likely everyone can, because Verstappen is constantly pushing his in constant dirty air, and if Verstappen can get to the end of the race in clean air, it should be. Let's listen to Oscar's radio. He just said, wait.
It goes without saying, but clean air is king.
Goes without saying, but clean air is king. That is what I was about to say. Verstappen is constantly in the dirty air, and if he can get to the end of the race or in dirty air, then definitely the drivers ahead, the likes of Russell, Piastri, or Hamilton, definitely could have gone to the end of the race. But yeah, clean air is king, as Mr. Piastri said. Red Bull do make good strategies. Last weekend they had a massive fuck up, but yeah, Red Bull do make good strategies. Sainz is coming in for a pit stop, so he is fifth right now, and he is coming in for a pit stop. Well, he is fifth, but by the end of this lap, he would not be. But doesn't matter. He's coming in for a pit stop, bringing him in. Verstappen is in the pits as well. So Verstappen is in the pits. How long is Verstappen stationary for? 2.4. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. My biggest fear was gone. So Verstappen can't make it to the end of the race. So cannot Sainz. So the gap between Hamilton and Piastri is 13 seconds. Definitely doable, because just look at the difference. Piastri has been on Haas for 17 laps and Lewis just for 3. 14 laps of difference. You know, that's a big gap, and that's a big difference. Current pace: Piastri with a 147, Hamilton with a 147.3, hard 2 laps old. I don't know how they are going to make it work, but we'll see. We'll see. Verstappen drops behind his teammate. Imagine Perez beats Verstappen here. The two Red Bulls fighting will definitely be interesting. Now, I just hope Red Bull should not intervene. Red Bull should just let them fight. A prediction time. Who is coming onto the podium? Look, Lewis will be on podium, Charles will be on podium, and that P3 is going to be interesting, but I think I have my bets on Oscar Piastri. So the podium will be Charles, Lewis, and Piastri. I don't know what any order can change. Lewis can win it, Charles can win it. Don't care, but these three are my podium predictions. Norris is coming in for a pit stop. How many tires do I see? I just see 4 tires, not 8, so definitely not double stacking, but yeah, Charles will definitely come onto the podium. Definitely. What's the gap between Perez and Piastri? So look, the gap between Perez and Piastri is 23 seconds. And once you come in for a pit stop, you lose 18 seconds. So still, Piastri should be ahead of Perez by 4 seconds. I reckon they'll bring Piastri in when the gap is 21 seconds or something, just to see how long they can extend their tire stint. But surely, sooner or later, both cars are coming in. The gap between Hamilton and Russell is 8 seconds. Let's see how fast he can catch. You can actually see it here. You can see, look, Russell is doing a time of 147.7 and Hamilton is doing 47.4 without pushing. So that is half a second almost gain on Russell per lap. So every 2 laps he's gaining a second. So 16 laps he'll gain 8 seconds, and you have 14 laps to go. So definitely no, one stop is not the way to go. Russell, just come in. Verstappen will be ahead of Russell if Russell pits now. and Sergio Perez has let Verstappen by. There you go, Red Bull intervene, ruining all the fun that I was hoping for. Fuck's sake. Let me hydrate. Here we have Verstappen, who's Oscar Piastri is in for a pit stop, a bit late on the brakes, goes off the marks, and he is stationary for 4.4 seconds. Yeah, he'll pit. He'll definitely pit. Most definitely he'll pit. And doesn't matter if he doesn't pit, Lewis will overtake him. The problem is behind Lewis Hamilton. 2.6 seconds, just that gap. One mistake is all it takes, and Charles can win it. But there we have it. Verstappen is just behind Oscar Piastri, and Norris is right behind Checo Perez. So Norris will be overtaking Checo right now as they go through the DRS zone, and Norris gets past Checo on the straight using DRS. Pretty standard move. Let's go. Norris, we move. But that podium fight is definitely interesting. The podium is between Verstappen and Piastri. What happened here is I'm watching the replay right now. The onboard of Mr. Piastri turns in right, and yeah, he just went a bit forward on the brakes. He's just a bit late on the brakes. Ooh. Okay, so the Jackman actually got hurt, and they're just asking him if he's okay. He is. Great to see. Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes. Red Bull double sandwich? Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes. What do you mean? Red Bull, Red Bull, McLaren. This is a checkered flag of McLaren and Red Bull, but Norris is stuck in between the Red Bull sandwich.
Copy.
Oh, so Russell just been asked if he's happy to stay out, and Russell has just said yes. Lewis needs to get going. Lewis needs to push. Let's listen to George once again.
And George, just confirming you're happy to stay out. We've got 3 cars now.
Yes.
Window. Copy.
He's happy to stay out. What does that mean? Lewis, need to listen to Lewis.
So we can afford to push the entries a little more. We are lower energies than stint 2.
Lando, these tires are robust. Happy to push on them.
I'm told that this is the tyre to go on the attack. And
Verstappen is attacking Verstappen. Sorry, Norris is attacking Verstappen. That is a good news. But fair enough. If Norris overtakes Verstappen, I think Piastri will nail that P3. But right now, Russell is happy to stay out. This is going to be interesting. Russell could win the Grand Prix if he continues at this pace. Yeah, he most definitely will. No, this is no fun. The whole point of me was not to jinx a certain person, but no. Verstappen's radio.
So, let me know what you want me to do.
Yeah, we're happy for you to push now, Max, as well. Happy to push.
So Verstappen is like, I think Lando behind me is pushing. Let me know what do you want me to do. Verstappen knows Lando is pushing, and then Red Bull told you can push now as well. Well, Verstappen, you can push, but the fight ahead is interesting. Russell making his own decision to stay out. And yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be quite close between the two Mercedes cars. And I've seen the two Mercedes battle for the lead on the last lap. It was the 2014 Austrian Grand Prix. Austria, your favorite circuit, Mr. J. Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton were fighting, and they both crashed. And I think no one won, or Lewis won that race. But yeah, fighting on the last lap as teammates is never a good idea. Never. Lewis, push, mate. Come on. McLaren instead of Mercedes. Yeah, McLaren, Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull. Double sandwich. Yes, that's a checkered flag of those two teams right there. The gap decreasing as we speak, but let's listen to the commentary.
And if we carry on like this, it's going to get extended further. Lewis Hamilton chasing his 5th Belgian Grand Prix victory and 105th Formula One victory, would be Mercedes' 3rd of the year. They're 3rd in 4 races, and they've got a 1-2 at the moment. Russell going long, trying something audacious with the strategy. There's Lewis Hamilton honing in.
He is having to nurse these tyres. Don't know if it's going to be paying off at the end for George Russell, but wasn't on for a podium anyway with where he was, so it's worth a shot at conjuring up something.
Do your work. Yeah, never mind. Just see you soon. Right now, I'll just take in the race, I guess, for the moment. Hamilton is getting closer to George, but needs to be a hell of a lot faster than what the prediction is. Let's see what the prediction is. See, this is good. 7, 8 tenths a lap is definitely good, but needs to be a second a lap because, dude, 7 laps on hards versus 23 laps on hards. That is, God, 16 laps the tire diff. And Russell is potentially matching Lewis's pace. How is that possible? Verstappen is coming for a medium. Perez P7 is bad. It's definitely bad. Guys, excuse me if you can hear the typical a-holes from my neighborhood using loud bikes through a residential zone. Definitely annoying. Hamilton's radio.
How much quicker than him? Am I talking to beat him or not?
It's close. It is close.
That's it.
Understood, but mate, tell me how much quicker does he need to be? He's doing a 146.6. Needs to be quicker, Lewis. Push on. Come on, Lewis. I know it's my team. I support this team, and at 1-2, I'm happy. Excuse me, but the race is on. The race is on here, boys. See, the ideal scenario should be when Hamilton gets closer to George, George should let go Hamilton, should not waste time in fighting, because that would allow Charles to come close, and you can potentially secure a 1-2 here at Spa as Mercedes. What the fuck? Here goes the McLaren of Lando Norris. No, not Lando Norris. It is... Wait, what? Which McLaren is behind Pierre? Oh, fuck, Charles Leclerc. So it is the McLaren of Oscar Piastri on Charles Leclerc. That's great. Waste each other's times in fighting and we'll secure 1-2 ahead. That was close there. No wheel to wheel going into the corner, but Charles Leclerc prevails on that occasion. Verstappen's radio.
10 of your finest, mate. Come on.
10 laps to go and 10 of your finest. Just, reminds me of we need 19 qualifying laps, Michael. We need 19 qualifying laps, which he did. Michael fucking Schumacher. Goat. Keep fighting, Michael. Lewis, push. It's way too close for comfort. What's your lap? No, not this way. No. Did I do something wrong this weekend? I did do it. Fuck me. Striking distance is 5 laps. See, powered by AWS. I love AWS. Lewis, get in. Come on, Lewis. Oh, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Oh, Lewis. By the way, boys, I never addressed this issue on stream. Latifi streams has been shut down. That is... Rest. Legends. Absolute legends, those guys. But here we are. Next lap once again. Here is Oscar Piastri on Charles Leclerc. The DRS is wide open. Oscar Piastri is gaining on Charles Leclerc. Pulls to the outside. Charles Leclerc on the inside. Oscar Piastri on the outside. Can he get past? Yes, he can. Oscar Piastri gets past Charles Leclerc, gets into that P3, gets to that podium spot here at Spa-Francorchamps. Definitely fucked the pronunciation, but Oscar Piastri has moved up into P3. Let's go. What a move that was. It all started through radio they came. DRS open, Camel Straight. You have the DRS pulls to the outside. Charles defending the inside line, and pure racing by these two, giving each other space. Accepting defeat, but there is just incredible, amazing racing. Well, like to wear shirts. I need my t-shirts. I don't know. I don't have some ick, but shirts, formal shirts, don't actually look on me. And a certain person is being shown on the screen. I don't have to watch that, do I? No. If you're here, if you know me, I don't know who that is. Yeah, let's talk about my shirt. Let's not talk about what's being shown on the broadcast here. And okay, Russell is being shown on the broadcast. Sure. Wait, what? Rolex sign is behind him. I don't see anyone behind him yet. Back. Hello, Jay. Welcome back. Oscar Piastri overtook Charles Leclerc. Good move, that. Verstappen has been told that 10 laps to go. You need 10 of your finest laps. And, well, I think Verstappen can overtake Charles. Charles is going to finish P5. Fuck's sake. Damn, bro. Verstappen drove a good race. Definitely driver of the day worthy. But George Russell is driving a good race as well, and he might end up winning. You can never know. George Russell was 20 seconds behind the top two when he won in Austria. No, not Russell, Hamilton, Piastri. It's going to be close. I think. I'll not say what I think, but no. Let's say anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. From here, Oscar Piastri can win it if the two Mercedes crash. Just saying, what happened in Austria can happen here. Two cars can collide and a third driver can win. No, I will not say it, Joe. You cannot trick me into jinxing a certain someone. I'll hydrate, Jay. I'll hydrate. Well, can't really say about Russell too. No, I support Mercedes. Can't really speak about a certain driver who's leading the race right now too. I can speak about Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is a great driver from Australia, and he made a beautiful move on Mr. Charlito Leclerc. There we go. Behind him, we have Max Verstappen. Is the DRS open? Not quite. Norris has just gotten oh so close to Max Verstappen. So that is a three-way fight going on right now for that P4. Oh, that's a trophy. Trophy coming in. Gold coming in. What do you mean gold coming in? Are we talking about Olympics all of a sudden? No, right? But I'm so happy if the gold comes in. I was just busy the whole day. Barely saw the Olympics today, dog. But here, my team is absolutely on track to win. Now, let's not jinx it. But fuck me, it needs to push. Lewis needs to push. I'll say it, I'll whisper it. Lewis needs to push. Potter, Harry Potter. This is how Malfoy says this. It just, obliterates the P. Potter. You're so good, isn't it? Potter. Fuck it. I'm just trying my best to avoid talking about the top two. But yeah, let's talk about Sainz and Perez. Will Perez lose a position to Carlos? This is definitely interesting for Perez, because if he finishes P8, he will be the last driver from the top three teams. And that is not a good sign for Red Bull, who are competing for the world title as we speak. They are leading the world title. There we go. The Ferrari is so close to Perez. I think this happens on this lap. It happens on this lap. On 7 laps younger tire, Carlos Sainz is going to make a move on Sergio Checo Perez. The DRS is opened by Carlos Sainz. He's gaining on Checo. Where does he move? He moves to the outside and gets past Sergio Perez in the braking zone. Does not fight it out like Charles. And Carlos Sainz is ahead of Mr. Perez. And Perez now has Alonso in his rear view mirrors. But saying Alonso is 23 seconds behind Perez. Right now we are riding on board Lando Norris. And so Lando Norris is just that much closer to Verstappen. But what's interesting here is the fight for podium is over because Piastri, I think, will nail the P3. Leclerc, Verstappen, and Norris. 3 of the best teammates I know, and 3 of the best drivers on the grid that I know. The most talented, the future of F1. These are the 3 drivers I'd say watch out for. But right, here we are. What happens? We need to know. I was on board Norris. I will keep looking on board Norris using my other eyes or other features, I guess. I'll not look at the broadcast for now. +1. +1 what, Jay? +1 क्या हुआ, Jay? Current vote split. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna vote for Lewis. Where the fuck is my phone? I'll vote for f1.com. f1.com/f1.com vote. Look, I'm voting for Lewis Hamilton as we speak. Vote now. Where's Lewis? Yes. Done. I voted for Lewis. No, Russell will not pit now. It's too late for him to pit. It'll be over if he pits. There's no use in pitting right now. Because if he pits, he will be finishing P9 potentially. Perez can overtake him. Well, at least a P7 is guaranteed for Checo. But no, the broadcast. It's interesting. I want to speak about it. I will not until the end of this lap. Both cars, both the top 2 drivers have their rear lights flashing. That means they are harvesting energy. One will be attacking, the other will be defending. It will be teammates against teammates. Oh, lead going down. Well, I told you it was going to go down. The tire advantage is a massive thing in Formula 1, but Oscar Piastri said it, clean air is the king, and right now Hamilton is not in the clean air. Right now, if I was team principal, let Hamilton go by. Do not fight it out. Do not let Oscar Piastri, whom I can see in the background, get closer. Just make sure you give each other plenty of space, says Bono to Lewis. You don't need to tell Lewis that. We are going. The 2 Mercedes boys are going to fight it out on for the last 3 laps. But here we go. Through Eau Rouge they go. Beautiful corner that Lewis Hamilton is on the back of Russell, and he will have DRS for the first time, I guess. Jay, why are you being so violent? No, I'll take any of Mercedes wins, a 1-2, but not that, please, not that. I'll cry. It was not on this lap, but we just have 3 laps and just 2 DRS zones. So right now we have 2.5 laps to go, is it? No, we have 3.5 laps to go. My bad. Come on, Russell, don't make it harder than it should be. Bono has just told Lewis to give each other plenty of space. Just give each other plenty of space. Whatever you do not crash, boys. Fight. Lewis has won in Silverstone. I'll take a Lewis P2. But boys, bring this home. Mercedes, bring this home. Mercedes. I've started to use this as a stretch toy. This is a pop filter from my microphone. Jay, go and watch Olympics. Don't need the watch time, Jay. Go and watch the Olympics. अगर मैं फर्स्ट नहीं आऊंगा तो किसी को नहीं आने दूंगा. Well, bro, he is not किसी को. वो teammate है तेरा. Let him. जाने वाला है वो अगले साल. तेरा teammate नहीं रहेगा अगले साल. Let him in. Right, Lewis Hamilton will have DRS on the main straight and the drivers roll the drivers on. 3 laps to go for the end of the race, and Lewis Hamilton is just a tenth or two quicker on this lap than George Russell. Closer, I meant to say, not quicker. There we go, out of turn 1 we go. Oscar Piastri is gaining on the two Mercedes as we speak. So the more time they waste fighting each other, closer we come to a disaster and letting Oscar Piastri win. Right, Lewis Hamilton with DRS is gaining on George Russell. What happens? Will he go for a move here? Lewis Hamilton decides no, just speaks out a bit, looks and stays back. Hamilton ये ले अब हार तू. No जय जय बैठ नहीं जय जय साइड में बैठ जय ओलंपिक्स चैनल बदल फोन बदल डिवाइस बदल do not care F1 मत देख कुछ भी कर. Piastri is 1.2 seconds quicker than Hamilton. This is how rapidly he's gaining on Lewis. Fuck me. This is stressful. This is definitely stressing me out. No. The pop filter is still in my hand. नहीं तेरे को मेरा स्ट्रेस देख के खुशी हो रहा है ना. तेरे को घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है इनमें से कोई जीते. So evil person, you are an evil person, Jay. Lewis, look. We've done a 1-2. George has driven a brilliant race. Maybe we can take a P2. Do we give up? We'll not give up, but just don't crash. That is all I ask for. And knowing George Russell, he will turn into Lewis Hamilton and he will cry. We were supposed to fight each other, but right on the main straight, we have the DRS wide open for Lewis Hamilton. Oscar Piastri is in the background, just 1.8 seconds. अगर हैमिल्टन को टक्कर मार दे और रसल के टायर बंद हो जाए, नहीं, that is a very big disaster. फिर वो Leclerc will win, nor Verstappen second, Norris third, ऐसा होगा फिर. Best race of life. Yeah, the gap is 6 tenths. It is further than it was on the last lap. This is definitely not good. Lewis will have to go for a move here. Lewis is gaining on Russell, but he's that far. No. Come on. One stop. Russell has made a one stop. Max winning is impossible right now. No matter what happens. Like, doesn't matter if the top 3 drivers crash into each other, but Russell with that one stop. Go out. Toto is talking to someone. Perez is in the pit lane for softs. I think he's going for the fastest lap of the race. Extra point as needed. This is going to be on the last lap. God, bro, I have no idea. My heartbeats are racing right now. Fuck me. No, I have no idea, bro. Anything can happen at this point. Oscar Piastri can win the fucking race at this point. Scheiße. I told you this would happen. I told you, let Hamilton go by. Don't waste time fighting. Secure a 1-2 right now. You are threatening. Oscar Piastri is just 1.1 behind Hamilton. He will have DRS by the time they get to Eau Rouge. This is not cool, George. Not cool. Hamilton is closer to George. I think George went a bit wide there. Did he not? Hamilton is not winning, bro. It's the last lap. It's the last lap. Final lap. And the race for the race lead is still on. Hamilton goes wide. I think he missed the apex. That is not a good sign. Now Hamilton is still more further behind going through a route than he was on the previous 2 laps. This is over. George Russell is winning the Grand Prix. Hamilton with the DRS open right now is gaining on George Russell as we ride on board. George Hamilton will not go for a move. He does not go for a move and it's over. This was the only place I expected Hamilton to go through. Fuck. Well, 1-2 is secured, right? Hamilton locks up. No. I saw a bit of smoke. No, Hamilton locks up. Russell's timing not coming cause he's the leader, right? There's no car ahead of him. He is the race leader, that's why. What a race, dog. What a race. What a brilliant action of racing we had at the Belgian Grand Prix. Mercedes securing a 1-2 here. George Russell, an impeccable drive. Just one stop in this race. Definitely beautiful drive and definitely a race win deserving drive here by George Russell. But let's not forget, it's a team sport. We are about to win 3 races in the last 4. George Russell goes through the bus stop chicane, turns the final corner, powers down the straight, and crosses the line to win. Hamilton is second. Mercedes 1-2, boys. Yes. Get in. We've made some significant progress over since Canada. Just 5/10, boys. A 1-2. That's our first 1-2 in my opinion. Ever since Saudi Arabia. Not even Saudi Arabia. Ever since, fuck, I don't remember. When was our last 1-2?
Did he do that?
Let's go. Let's listen to George. Brilliant drive.
Oh, boys again. What a performance.
Whoa, well done. Awesome work.
Oh,
Mercedes.
oh yes. Amazing strategy, guys.
Incredible.
It's not just the strategy, right? It's George Russell. What a drive. To get those tires, 34 lap on the hard tires at Spa. Amazing, amazing, amazing drive, Georgie boy. It is a team sport, Joy. You cannot turn me against my own team. Just do it. Just do it. No, it's just run to his team.
Your mechanics, there's no victory lap here. So you turn the wrong way up the pit lane. You're into the arms of those who work on the car quicker than any other time of the season. The adrenaline is pumping. The champagne will be flowing. That is absolutely incredible.
Well, let's see how does Lewis react.
Hamilton never got a chance to throw it to the inside. 105 will wait for another day. The man leaving the team.
It's not about money, is it? It's about competition. And right now my team's 1-2. So I'm not switching loyalties here. My team's fast. Oscar Piastri going over to Lewis. George, what is he doing? Or is he just... Oh, it's going to the FIA.
Ordinary. It should not have been possible to win the Grand Prix on a one-stop. And there's the expression to tell you what George Russell has done. The tyre was...
Hamilton is living. See, if I had the option to go for Ferrari, I would. I would support Ferrari. Matter of fact, it's my second favorite team. It's loyalty, isn't it? Look, everyone wants to drive in the red overalls. Everyone wants to drive for the prancing horse, but I remember the song. Let's see how the two teammates react.
And people question sometimes Russell's.
Just a bit of... Hamilton would be disappointed, yes. But a fantastic drive by Georgie boy.
This was an outstanding performance, really, from George, and it answers some of his critics, I think.
Yeah, he does deserve it. Unlucky for Lewis. Doesn't matter, same amount of points. But I think this affects the driver standings, doesn't it? Yeah, it was not his decision. It was not the team's decision. It was his call to stay out, which he did.
Places and extends his advantage in the Formula One World Championship by beating Lando Norris today. McLaren will review.
Yeah. Very brave, very confident, and definitely interesting.
Cannot believe, and he's just...
What a drive, mate. What a drive, Russell. Just incredible.
Entire Grand Prix distance. Look at the top three across the line.
Russell.
Amazing strategy. You guys are the best. Come on.
It's a pretty good driving as well.
Yeah, I agree with George's race engine. Yeah, it's pretty good driving as well. Need Lewis's radio. Is this the old radio?
Just make sure you give each other plenty of space.
Yeah, I need the post race. Definitely. See, this is Formula One. you are a Max supporter, you are a Red Bull supporter, but you loved Verstappen, Russell's driving, and this is, even if Verstappen leaves, you're going to be here.
Grand Prix winner and Formula One in 2024.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's go, boys. 1, 2. 1 and 2. We are all here for it. I'm just waiting for the cooldown room, but I think I'll need to go through the post-race interviews. And I think I can show you the display captions right now, and we'll take a look at our Twitter. Incredible. Really, hats off too. I think this is our first 1-2 in quite some time. Something is moving. P11 ahead of P4. Definitely. Great drive. That was Mercedes' first 1-2 win in 2 years. So it was in 22. The last 1-2. Yes, it was. I forgot. Brazil was the last 1-2, right? Yeah. Hamilton tried racing George, but yeah. He tried. Piastri is talking there. What? I don't think I should get copyrighted for that. This is highlights. Highlights should work. Damn, bro. Rose Woody would have asked for team orders on lap 40 real. Brilliant drive just from Kimi Antonelli yesterday. In the rain, through our route, side by side.
Engine, a sound which all over the world heralds the imminent arrival of a moron.
Need Lewis talking right now.
I'll go on. Yes. Sorry.
Hi, Luis. Congratulations.
Gunter is interviewing.
You know, it's a
Let's
fantastic
go.
result for Mercedes. I want to. I mean, did you expect this starting the race or starting the weekend?
No, we definitely didn't. And I mean, first I have to say congratulations to George and to the team. No, we had such a disaster on Friday. The car was really nowhere, and we made some changes to see what it was going to feel like, obviously because of the wet yesterday. But the car was fantastic today, and we really owe it to everyone both here doing a solid job through the pit stops and strategy, and and the guys back at the factory.
Yeah, as I said, it's a fantastic race. How tough were the last laps behind George? How much were you tempted to attack and to try to do it?
I mean, I was trying to get closer, obviously, but George did a great job on
keeping me out
on the tires. Every stint, I had tires left, but the team.
Who lost? So, I didn't lose. I won. My team won. Well, Lewis's radio after the race was just pin drop silence. Nothing. Meanwhile, George was in ecstasy. He was happy. Listen to Lewis.
You think you can go for the championship?
No.
You never know.
High hopes. It would be high hopes, but yeah, I mean, if we can continue this kind of performance as we've had the last few races, which has been fantastic, I think if we can start our weekends off a little bit better, hopefully we can continue. I think obviously the McLaren was very strong today, but we were just a bit further ahead early on. But yeah, we just got to keep pushing.
Congratulations and enjoy the summer break. Congratulations, George. I'm almost speechless, you know, from your race. I mean, that takes a lot. But anyway, a race with 3 cars at the end in 1.1 second, fighting every little bit. So, how tough was it in the end to hold off Lewis?
Yeah, amazing result. We definitely didn't predict this win this morning in our strategy meeting, but the car was feeling really awesome, and we made a lot of changes from Friday night.
Let's go, Georgie boy. So, actually, I just realized that Lewis will be driving for Ferrari next year. That would mean every top world champion has driven for Ferrari. Let's see if Jim Clark has driven for Ferrari. Did drive for Ferrari. Did Jim Clark drive for Ferrari? I don't know ये खेल रहे अरे वक्त ही नहीं है bro स्ट्रीम ही कैसे कर रहा हूँ मेरे को ही पता है too much work now I have to go I have to eat then I have to do more work again मेरा मन ही नहीं होता आजकल Story mode games are the best, bro. There are no better games. Look, FPS games are good. I rate them, but story mode games have a different feeling. Yeah, isn't it? I'm just bored at this point. I don't know how the day goes, but it goes. And sometimes it's not enough, and sometimes it's way too long. Let's listen to the cooldown room.
Cooldown room time.
I didn't, but George did. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I can't believe he actually made it work.
My tyres were fine, all stints, and nothing I could have done as well.
As soon as you get close to someone, it's awesome. I could tell as soon as you got to George, it was just getting ready.
Where's George?
I thought Max was going to be a bit quicker than that.
What did he come?
Fifth, I think. This wasn't great.
Surprised Red Bull's going to come through more.
I think the
medium was not the right choice, was it?
No. Didn't even need 2 halves, just needed 1.
I think every single lap the track was gripping up and it was getting better and better.
Yeah. But also, as soon as you get clean air, it was...
Come on! Let us hear them. Ghost of Tsushima खेला था थोड़ा टाइम पहले it was too good. It is. मैं just complete किया. Just मतलब हुए बहुत दिन हुए उसको भी. Too good, too good. So everyone's surprised Red Bull didn't come through, but I am not happy. 1-2, 1-2. Oh, 1-2. Let's see if we have any stats from our dear Sundram sir. Stats guru. There we go. Right, no stats yet, but definitely sure we'll get it. We'll get the stats. George Russell is a Grand Prix winner. Yeah, 1-2. Everyone's talking about the 1-2. The cameraman, Hamilton pits. Cameraman, spin. Okay, so it's the.
But you know this
podium
one's going to
set.
sting when you get so close to the win, half a second across the line. But George Russell leaping onto the top step of the podium and celebrating just a third victory in Formula 1.
Oh, so close. God Saves the King plays, but I get copyrighted because of that. So we'll not play any national anthems, but yeah, basically it hurts. As a Lewis fan, it does hurt, but Mercedes fans, we're golden. And I see 3 Union Jacks up on the podium, the Australian flag. It's, tiny bit of inspiration from the Union Jack. So I'm sure this is going to get copyrighted, but Toto Wolff is there doing FaceTime, calling someone, probably Susie Wolff, that we've just secured a 1-2. It's going to be a great night for Mercedes. It's going to sting for Lewis, and Lewis was, a bit mad. He said, my tires were fine all my stints, so why was I brought in, and why did George stay out? But mate, it was not the team's decision, it was George's decision. I'm sure Lewis will understand it, and well, we bounce back a month later. This is the last F1 stream in this month, and probably in 3 weeks' time. But I'm sure I'll try my best and do the F1 manager streams. I'll see how I can manage it. The college admissions are beginning. Bye bye. I'm about to end the stream as well. I'm just waiting for the podium celebrations. But yeah, so the next F1 race, me too, Jay. Had someone to talk to. It's always great. Brilliant. Well, the next F1 race is 23rd August, if I'm not wrong. A month later, we are heading for the summer break in the world of Formula 1. Definitely last race, but trophies are being presented. Golden trophies. And George is happy.
Russell, who leaps into the air, is a 3-time Grand Prix winner. His second win this season. And if he got a little bit of fortune in Austria, my word, did he have to...
He nullified the Austria win here. If it was luck in Austria, it was his driving and his confidence, his calls here in Belgium that is picked up his third race win.
Presenting the trophy, the greatest driver of endurance racing will appreciate the stint of George Russell and the strategy call made between team and driver at Mercedes. They are celebrating once again with a 1-2 to boot, their 60th all-time in Formula 1.
Well, the next race is the Dutch Grand Prix. We are going to Netherlands, just the next door country from Belgium, but it's going to take a month, and hopefully we bounce back even stronger. Let's win in the Lion's Den as a knight from United Kingdom. Calling it Lewis Hamilton to at least a podium finish in Sandport, if not win, but
the top 3 deserve their spray at the
bro, who is Lewis spraying? Lewis was spraying the TV screen there. Lamau.
Across the course of the summer, after Miami, it's been...
This is going to test good. This is going to test better than it did in Austria. It felt like a given. This was earned. This was fought. A brilliant, brilliant drive. Brilliant. Very brilliant. If you have any more questions, bro, always feel free to ask. कुछ भी पूछ सकते हो.
1 second, and this season just
definitely good race. See, this is what happens when Max Verstappen is not dominating. We have good racing. People enjoy racing.
And Spa, one of the original circuits on the calendar, has seen a lot through the years, but it's seen another.
All right. I think it's time. I think it's time that we end the video. And does it fit here? Well, it does. Doesn't matter. We are going to end it. तुसी ना जाओ. मेसी क्या करे? जय तू रोनाल्डो को सपोर्ट करता है ना, क्योंकि अगर तू मैक्स को और मेसी को सपोर्ट करता है तो बस ये बता के जा, who do you support in football, मेसी और रोनाल्डो? Yeah, let's go Jay, goat. Jay is the real goat, guys. Like for Jay. But yeah. अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलेंगे. Thala for a reason, bro. Thala ही तो reason है, bro. Like, wait, we'll see. किधर से तो करेंगे अपन. See, Hamilton and Russell finished 1 or 2 equals to 3. और Hamilton का नंबर है 4 and 4. But you take out 4 plus 3. Reason, bro. There's a reason why we finished 1-2. There's a reason why we won the Grand Prix. 1-2. We secured a 1-2. So let's go goats, bro. Those are the goats. अच्छा. Every reason is Thala. Yes. ये बोलने मुझे माही भाई ने बोला था. Done. We come to an end. We come to an end here, boys. I'm feeling a bit of hunger in my stomach, but I think I can hold on. Prison drive. सच्ची मेरे को तो नहीं पसंद आया. मतलब ऐसे नहीं है, but formal shirts, t-shirts are better. Same. चलो बाद में मिलते हैं. Yes, same. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, bye. Smarty तो नहीं, decent तो हो. Well, decent तो बोल दिया किसी ने, but yeah, outro करना है. One take outro will do. Alright, जमेगा. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this stream for whatsoever reason, make sure you drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss any other live streams. And yeah, we might be heading into the summer break. We will be away from the world of Formula 1 for a month. Every driver, every team member deserves a rest, but they will be back in factory. And I don't know, we are heading to Netherlands next up. We are heading to Lions. Then it is difficult to overtake there. A great circuit to race at, historic as well. But Max Verstappen's home race, we are never safe. Rooting for Lewis Hamilton to just win at his rival's home, it's never a bad thing, I guess. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I don't know when is the next one. Normally I just say next qualifying, but the next qualifying is in a month's time. So in the meanwhile, I'll be doing the F1 Manager streams. I just don't know when. Late night, eves. Bye Jay. Thank you so much. Huge shout out to Jay as well. Stayed here for the whole race. Enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for staying, Jay. And yeah, it's been lovely. I'll see you in the next one. F1 Manager is definitely coming onto this channel very, very soon. It's been good. It's been lovely. It's been me. It's DG signing out. Thank you so much for watching. Adios, amigos.
Do you remember when you walked away? When all of our embers became ashes of grey. But I've been going tired again and time again. I hope that you will see my heart too. But you don't remember.